Alright guys, I just finished off watching Stranger Things. Um Holy crap, it was really good. The last episode of Stranger Things, the finale of season 5, it was amazing. Um, Hands down amazing. I cried maybe pretty much the entire episode. I'm probably just about done crying at this point. Um but it was a very good episode. Um yeah, and all I gotta say is this: if those who were complaining about about Volume Two or just about the entire show itself, and you just want to just go on watching it and just to criticize it and all the shenanigans, what the what was even the point? You're just doing it for your own benefit to try to find time to find a way to get people to not watch the show. That's what you do. You guys did that about the scene from episode 7. That's what you guys were doing. That's what you guys were complaining about. You guys were saying that that whole scene was a waste of time and things like that. Yada yada yada. That needs to stop. If you just don't like a show or a movie, just don't freaking watch it. Like if you didn't cry or even watch or even didn't even like the ending of season 8, season 8, episode 8, my bad. My god. Anyways, but if you just didn't like the show and you're like, if you just didn't like the ending and you just watched it anyways and you're just like, oh, it was the worst ending ever and all that stuff because you just don't have anything else to do with your life just to hate on it, there's something wrong with you. Like, seriously. That was the best episode that they ever made in that whole season. I thought episode 4 was the best episode, but that one became the best. The best of the best. Now, I'm not saying it's the best. No, am I saying that season 5 was the best season? No, I'm not saying that. There are things I do think that could be improved. I wish it was a little bit. I wish some of the episodes were a little bit longer. That's just my opinion. But it's only because I think the show could still just keep going. That's just me. um, but I think that's how everyone would feel if anyone is a big Stranger Things fan or any fan of any show, is that they don't want it to end. We don't want it to end. That's why. And I think that's what everyone thinks of this. Is that they don't want it to end. They think that they found all the answers to everything, but it's like also same time you're just also bitching the fact that your theories don't align with what the season was even about in the first place. You guys were coming up with all these theories, and then you guys like, this season sucks. Well, I'm sorry, but but just because it didn't come along with your theories doesn't mean it makes it a bad season. Okay? If it does to you, well then just don't watch it. Okay? I'm sorry that it doesn't come along with it. No, honestly, did I have theories too? Yes. And so what if it didn't come along? I'm just glad that I would just be glad that they all come out alive. A lot of you guys thought that everyone was gonna die. Jesus Christ. I don't know. But I'm not gonna bring up any spoilers. But I think I kind of already did. I don't want to say I did, but anyways, everyone would be like bringing up like, oh, these people are gonna die. Like, let's say Hopper, Elle, um, Dustin, and all, like just certain characters, like just like one of the most favorite characters in the show. I think it's just so stupid. Like, it's like, dude, why do you want them to? It's like, why are you trying to predict that these guys are gonna die? It's like saying that you don't want them to live in the first place. And then you guys are like, oh, this season sucks. Like, bro, are you just trying to find a way to just say that these people shouldn't be alive? It's so fucking dumb. Just watch the show the way it is. Heck, Now I know that there's some that other people has already died in the previous seasons, but let's just be real. Were they really that important from the from from any of the main characters? No. Max's brother wasn't really that important, I didn't think. Him dying wasn't what didn't really. I mean, it was emotional, but he wasn't the most like he wasn't the most. I don't even know what to put it. He wasn't the most seen character in the show. Not like as like a good guy, let's just say. Now Billy dying, that guy. I wish he didn't die. I wish he didn't. He never had to die too, because I mean it makes sense that he would die because he was accused of killing um what's her name? Oh shit. Chrissy, for killing Chrissy in his uh what the fuck is those van looking things called? I don't remember. But anyways, for killing him in his own apartment, basically. Killing her in her own apartment. So, yeah. I'm just all over the place right now, but all I'm really saying is Stranger Things is really good. It's a very good. It was really good. From the very first episode of season 1 to freaking the last. It was all great. I do not care what anyone says. Now, I'm not saying that every single episode was great, but I am saying that the overall like series itself is great. Perfect way to end the show, in my opinion. It was the best way that they did it. But if anyone just still like complains about it, you just don't like TV anymore. I'm sorry, but you just don't. You don't know how to enjoy TV. You just want to find something to watch and just criticize it. And everyone's like, "Well, you're just having an opinion." Okay, it's fine to have an opinion, but you overly criticizing it, but you're watching it anyways. Like ever since the first season is so freaking weird. I think you're just doing it just for your own benefit and trying to find ways to get other people to not watch the show. Now, you can have again, you can have your own opinion about the show. I am not saying that you have to love the show. Now, I quit watching Riverdale because I thought the show was weird by season 3. Now, that's a little bit now I have criticisms with Riverdale. After I stopped watching, like I thought Riverdale was great at first. Like first 2 seasons was great, but then I felt like it was definitely going downhill a little bit, and it just felt like it was getting a little boring. So it wasn't my favorite. So I would say that Riverdale wasn't even my favorite series neither. And if it's not your favorite series to watch, I can understand that not watching the entire thing is what's what you call it. If it's not your favorite, then I can definitely understand why you're criticizing it. It's not it's completely fine. But it's just like the amount of hate just about the show itself and certain scenes of it that you just didn't like, especially that one scene from episode 7 of Stranger Things. We all know what you're talking about. You probably already know what I'm talking about. I mean, everyone's already talked about it. I'll bring it up. The part where Will said that he only likes boys. He's gay. Okay. So what? So what if he is gay? So what he broke open up? I thought it was beautiful that he did. Was there any meaning about it? I think there is. It's a good way to bring up awareness for the LGBTQ community to open up. Because back in the 80s, back then, if you guys lived in it, if anyone has lived in it, I'm pretty sure everyone has. Those who grew up in the 80s probably know. If you don't, then you need to get it. Then this is your history lesson right here. The gay people were not treated with any respect, period, back in the day. They were not treated, like, they were treated poorly. Just like people with autism, for instance. They did not bring out any systems for autism. It's like, it's the same fucking thing. And also back in the 80s, autism was really rare. See where I'm coming from here? Yes. And people would have opened up for saying that they like boys, or if a girl liked girls, they would get shit on for it. And everyone's like, well, no, it doesn't matter if it back then. Well, then you clearly don't understand how hard it is to open up to this stuff. Nowadays, people are starting to accept themselves, starting to accept being who they are, being autistic, being gay, whatever, for being themselves. It's just basically being themselves. See what I'm saying here? And those who complain about that specific scene, I just think that you're just homophobic. But that's just me. But everyone would say, oh, well, I have nothing against gay people, but it is against my religion. That's you being homophobic. I don't know what to tell you. You're just finding an excuse to say, well, I don't have a problem with them, but it's like almost saying, oh, I'm not homophobic, I just don't like gay people. It's the same freaking thing. It's the same thing. There's no, like, once you try to find a way to try to make it sound like you're being nice, you're not being nice. You're just finding an excuse to sound ignorant without being ignorant. I don't know. I have a different way of thinking. If anyone hasn't known, I'm autistic. There. I have a weird way of thinking. I think people that tries to use words to try to sound like they're being nice, but they're actually being manipulative. I think it's a manipulative tactic. I'm very good at detecting it pretty well. Very well. Once I start to realize it, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is I look good. But anyways, I'm already starting to get sidetracked already. Holy crap. We were just now talking about gay things and things like that. But yeah, if anyone just like starts, but yeah, all I'm saying is I think it's a great show. Stranger Things was great. Everything about the last episode was great. All I'm saying is if anyone just don't like watching it, I don't care. But if you loved it, hey, good job. Good job for watching it. And yeah. Alright. I think that's all I gotta say. Alright. Hope you guys have a good New Year. Alright. See ya.